The Dark Side of the Moon is Pink Floyd's 8th studio album, and it's probably their most commercially successful and critically acclaimed. And I'd say this album is pretty killer.
Now that it's 50 years old, I'd say it's a pretty good time to review it.
Yep, and it really holds the test of time. For the genius songwriting of Roger Waters and the killer guitar playing of David Gilmour. I mean, that dude is a guitar god. And the contributions of Nick Mason and Richard Wright.
First song on the album, Speak to Me.
It's a very good introduction of that
Yes.
synth loop that they do, and it really
It
sort of
is.
sets the mood and lets you know, wow, this is some out there tunes for the average pop listener.
Yeah, thanks.
But I think it's a really good intro track and just sets the mood of what you're in for. And it's a good. It perfectly leads into the next song, "Breathe in the Air."
Breathe air.
Which that song is just so. It's just oh my god, I love that song.
Such a good song. I used to have that song as my alarm. It was just so soothing to wake up to.
It's a very relaxing song.
Similar to that other Samsung alarm.
On the Run. The next song, Time, which is my favorite song on the album personally. The lyrics in that killer solo.
Yeah.
By
Time.
David Gilmour.
The chorus is awesome. It's just overall 10 out of 10. Number 5. The TikTok
song.
audio, yeah. Great Gig in the Sky. The Great Gig in the Sky is a good song.
Yeah,
even though
I agree.
It's
Considering it was an improvisation, the vocals of it. That was one of the girls who they had in the studio. They had her go into the studio and she just improvised on it and she sucked. But it actually turned out to be pretty killer.
number 6. Money. Money is
Overplayed. But it's good. Killer
It's a good
solo.
song.
Every time I listen to it somehow I always pick up on something new. That's how much is just on this album. Song number 7, Us and Them. Oh brother, this song is so good. I mean, I used it in a essay about 1984. And I used it in a Roger Waters quote. Any Color You Like is one of my favorite synth instrumentals. Rick Wright is like Pink Floyd's secret weapon. Rick Wright was just a menace on the keys. This song is just so killer and really just shows the abilities that dude had. And that brings it into the next song, Brain Damage.
Brain Damage is the song that introduced me to this album.
Brain Damage is one of the first songs that I learned on guitar. Learned how to play finger style. Yeah, that brings us into the final song, Eclipse, which is it's a whole mood. And I saw the song live on top of the other half of Dark Side, but this was a whole mood because Roger Waters projected this Dark Side of the Moon triangle in the Wells Fargo Center.
Dude.
And it was such an experience, man. And that is Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 album. I mean, I'd say 100 out of 10, honestly. I'd arguably say this is the greatest album of all time.
100 out of 10? Nah, I'd say 100.5 out of 10,
I could confidently say a trillion out of 10, bro.
No, I could confidently say,
I could confidently say Dark Side best album of all time.
yeah.
Because Dark Side of the Moon is just so flawless, and anybody who listens to anything could listen to this and enjoy it, if they have more than one functioning brain cell.
Right.
So.
Alright. 7th song, Us and
Us
Them.
and Them.
Dude,
I use
that
this song.
You,
Song number 7, Us and Them.
it's It's one of my actually. Okay, we're doing that one again. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Song number 7, Us and Them. This
Us and
song, in
Them.
my opinion,
God.
is so...
You go first, then I'll go.
Okay, well, let me go on my monologue here.
Yes.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just hold on.
I hope you enjoyed our video and liked our Dark Side of the Moon review. And as always, don't be a party pooper and subscribe to PooPoo Music Reviews. I'll see you guys later.